Well, here it is. This is a 1976 Chevy square body hunting truck. And, well, this isn't the finishing job here. I just put an inline fuel pump because the existing fuel system is trash. I put a tank up here on the this here flatbed chingazo that somebody made. Guy got a real good deal on this truck, but it'd been sitting for a long time, and then it sat for a while I was in the hospital after my accident. So I put this Edelbrock electric pump on. Like I say, this isn't the finished product. They had it all jerry-rigged. I got it grounded properly, and for now I just got the hot wire running through this wire that they already had here with an alligator clip up here just to test everything. You can't hear it over all the noise in the background. Noisy ass people. Working like a champ. But we got no fuel to the carburetor. I've already taken this line loose here. Oh, it's making different noises. Maybe it's filling now. Let's see. That's how I know we got no fuel in the carburetor, because it won't start. And every time this plunger here, this plunger right here, this rod, every time this goes down, it ought to be squirting raw fuel down the venturi there. And it's not. So, what that tells me is the needle's stuck in the carburetor from sitting so long and running off of fuel can laid in the back, collecting rainwater, everything else. Water and engines don't really get along unless it's in the radiator. So now we're gonna get some Berryman B12 or something of that sort, and I'm gonna take that stuff and I'm gonna pour it right down. You see the side right here, and on the side right here I can fill the float bowl up by pouring that carburetor cleaner in there, and hopefully let it soak a little bit. That'll free things up. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, it's got to have a carburetor or a carburetor kit, or at least some gaskets. I got to take it apart and clean the needle and seat and put her all back together. But that's what I'm working on right now. I'll come back with the progress. Well, I wish I could have recorded it all. I didn't, though. I wasn't sure it was going to work. Filled the float bowl with this stuff. Let it sit about 30 minutes. Then took this hammer here and tapped all around on the carburetor with the fuel pump rigged up. And it looked like the air bubble was getting smaller in this fuel filter there. So I cranked it up, and I knew it was going to crank up because the float bowl was full of carburetor cleaner. It ran off carburetor cleaner for a minute or two. A lot of white smoke. Revved it off a couple times. And I just let it idle. And the needle came open. It's running off that little can in the back of the truck now. So I guess he's not going to have to buy a carburetor or a carburetor kit. So day's going all right. Now tomorrow I'll come out and I don't know, I'll either tap into that harness over there or tap into the feed wire here for the alternator. Something switched ignition. Tie this into it and then fasten this down the frame rail back to the fuel pump, so the fuel pump will operate with the key instead of the alligator clip. So, gotta love these old vehicles. Sure are simple to work on.